beautiful tea leaves, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, and this is brought to you by the amazing people of Baba Studios, Alex Yukalov and Karen Mahoney, and was printed through Magic Realist Press. This is the third edition of the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, and it does contain many reworked and altered images incomparable to the first and second edition of the deck. There is one other edition known as the Silver Edition. It was a limited edition release of only 500 decks. There is also a mini version of this deck as well. The limited release Silver Edition of the deck did contain a silver cold press foiling that had a beautiful embellishment to the deck, but you won't see the cold press foiling on any of the other editions as of yet. The re-release may be containing it as per what has been stated on the Baba Studio website at this time. This deck contains illustrations based on original Victorian photographs. The cards have an extraordinary atmosphere and a haunting beauty. All 79 cards are fully illustrated and based on the Rider-Waite-Smith established tarot meetings. The box for the Bohemian Gothic Tarot is a matte finish, magnetic closure book style box. The matte finish on it does allow for some scratching to occur because it's almost like a papery finish. So just keep that in mind if you do plan on purchasing this deck. You can get it on eBay and another couple of other choice places, but the price tag on this is actually very high because it is out of print. And as stated before, this is the third release of the deck, which was released in 2013, and Baba Studio has not released another version of this deck since then. So inside the box, you will receive the little white book, which contains some brief descriptions of each card. Now, the reason you're not going to find a whole lot of information inside the little white booklet is because Baba Studio did release a 8x10 full color companion book that you could purchase separately at the time. It is no longer in print as of right now, but it is highly likely that when Baba Studio does release the new edition of the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, that they will likely release the companion as well. So as we remove the deck from the box, the first thing you're going to notice is that we don't have the little paper banding around it, so we won't be doing a cord cutting in this video. That's because I've had the deck for quite some time. This deck does not have any edging, but I have seen videos where people added a really cool black edging to it. The first card is the advertisement card advertising the deck, but the back has this beautiful deep navy, almost black and silver filigree style backing to it. It is very visually stimulating, gorgeous backing. The cardstock used for this deck is about an average cardstock. It's not too thick, not too thin. Very good weight, easy to shuffle, and the deck does fan very, very well. It does have a slight gloss finish to it, but nothing that would provide you with any friction or any type of resistance or anything like that. So let's go ahead and do the bounce test. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of thinness to it. You can bend these throughout time. It's not a super thick deck by any means. Now there is just so much I could say about this deck, but I think it would be better if you guys just saw it with me, so let's get to that flip through. And as you will notice, there are 2 Lovers cards contained within this deck. You do get a spare Lovers card in this edition, and you get to choose which one resonates for you for use in your deck. In the previous editions of the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, each edition has its own unique additional card. In this case, it just so happened to be you got an additional Lovers card. One of the most notable attributes of the Bohemian Gothic Tarot is the use of light in the illustrations. This is a very deep and dark artistically done deck, but they managed to find a way to source the lighting in the aspect to illuminate each scene in each card. So it does provide an essence of, you can tell that it is a nighttime deck, but it's still providing you with illumination so you can actually see each person in each scene. In the previous editions of the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, there was less illumination in the artwork. The artwork is roughly the same, but it was far more darker and a little less refined. In the very first edition, it was the darkest, and coming forward into the third edition, there was more illumination. So you can go into different videos on YouTube and kind of compare and contrast and see how it has illuminated as each edition progresses.